Miffy loved to play in the snow. She loved to ride her sledge down the snowy hills. She loved to slide over the snow on her skis. She loved to lie in the snow and move her arms to make snow angels. What she liked best of all was to make big snow bunnies. It was a hard job, and she needed help to make them. Who do you think came along to help her? It was Snuffy the dog. Snuffy loved to run and jump in the snow, and when she saw Miffy trying so hard to push and roll a big snowball, she ran up and helped her. They pushed and pushed together. As the snowball rolled along, it picked up more and more snow. It got bigger and bigger. "That's big enough for the snow bunny's body," said Miffy. "Now we can roll a smaller snowball for the snow bunny's head." Miffy made a little snowball with her hands. Snuffy was able to push it along with her nose. But when it got bigger, Miffy joined in the pushing until it was big enough to be the snow bunny's head. "Now we must put it on top of the big snowball," said Miffy. No matter how they tried, they could not lift the heavy snowball. Just then, Miffy's friend Boris Bear arrived. "Hello, Miffy," said Boris. "What are you doing?" "We're trying to make a giant snow bunny," said Miffy, "but its head is too heavy and we can't lift it." "I have an idea, Miffy," said Boris. "I was taking these planks to my workshop, but we can use them to make a ramp to the top of the big snowball." Boris placed the planks against the snow bunny's body. The planks made a perfect ramp right to the top of it. Now they could roll the smaller snowball up the ramp. It was still hard work, but it was not so hard as lifting it would be. There it was! At last! The snow bunny's head was resting right on top of its body. Then Miffy went to find 2 sticks to make the ears. She stuck the 2 sticks into the top of the head. "They don't look like bunny's ears," said Miffy. She had an idea. She packed snow firmly around 1 stick. She packed more snow around the other stick. 2 perfect bunny ears. Snuffy ran off over the snow and returned with 2 rubber balls she often played with. Miffy laughed. She pushed the balls into the snow bunny's head. "Now he has eyes," said Miffy. "He can see what a wonderful job we did. It was all with your help, Snuffy and Boris. You're such clever friends." Finally, Miffy added a carrot to make the snow bunny's nose. Now the snow bunny was complete. When they arrived at the very top of the mountain, there was snow everywhere. "Can we play with the snow, like in winter time?" asked Miffy. "Well, why don't we find out?" said Father Bunny. Miffy and her parents made a snowman. Then they had fun throwing snowballs. Soon it was time to go back down the mountain again. When Miffy began to ride home, it started to snow. She scooted along as carefully as she could. In a short while, there was so much snow that it became quite slippery. And when she tried to ride down a little hill, boom! Miffy wasn't hurt, but she decided to walk with her scooter the rest of the way home. At home, Mother Bunny was beginning to worry. I hope nothing has happened to Miffy, she thought. Then she saw Miffy. What a relief! She quickly opened the door. Hello, Miffy, said her mother. I'm glad to see that you walked home with your scooter. I started to ride, said Miffy. Then I skidded and fell off my scooter, so I decided to walk the rest of the way. I wasn't hurt at all. I've brought you some of Poppy's delicious biscuits. Miffy looked inside the bag. Where were the biscuits? Oh dear, said Miffy. When I fell down, all of the biscuits got broken. Now there's nothing in the bag but crumbs. Just then, Father Bunny came home. Hello, everyone, he said. There is lovely snow everywhere. It's a perfect time for a sledge ride. Oh no, said Mother Bunny. That's way too cold for me. I prefer my warm oven. I will bake a fresh batch of your favourite biscuits. They all laughed. Then, while Mother Bunny was busy in the kitchen, Miffy enjoyed a ride on her sledge. How strange, Miffy thought. It has been raining all day and Mother says it's beautiful. Miffy looked through the window. What did she see? Everything was covered with soft white snow. The sky was blue again. How wonderful! Miffy took a warm coat and a scarf. She dressed herself and ran outside, where she could play with her friends at last. There was a clear blue winter sky. Miffy was sleeping in her warm, cosy bed. When at last the sun began to rise, Miffy was awakened by the sound of a chirping bird just outside her window. What a beautiful song that bird has, thought Miffy. She must be very happy. She can see the beautiful snow-covered meadow. I would like to be out there too. So Miffy quickly got dressed in her warm coat and her warm scarf and went outside in the crisp white snow. The bird was still there, right in Miffy's garden. What a happy bird, thought Miffy again, and she went to get her sledge. She gave her sledge a little push and jumped onto it. It was such a nice feeling to be sliding over the smooth white snow. Miffy still heard the bird cheeping, just as loudly as ever, and when she looked back, she saw that the bird was hopping after her. The little bird loves the snow too, thought Miffy. She's hopping along with me. But now Miffy had to turn her sledge around and pull it back to her house. She hadn't had her breakfast yet. And even as she did that, the little bird also turned around and hopped after her. That little bird must really like me, thought Miffy. She wants to follow me and sing for me wherever I go. Then Miffy's mother called out, "Quickly, Miffy, you don't have time to play in the snow before school. come in and eat your breakfast." When Miffy had finished her breakfast, the little bird was still there, sitting on the windowsill. And as Miffy walked to school, the little bird followed her again, all the way to the school. "Do you want to go to school, little bird?" asked Miffy. "You already know how to sing." Miffy thought it was funny that the little bird followed her everywhere, always singing. Even as she sat in her classroom, the little bird sat outside the window. When it was time for break, all of the children went out to play in the snow, and they were all delighted to see the little bird hopping all around them. Melanie said, "I think that little bird is trying to tell us something, Miffy." "Yes," said Miffy. "She's been chirping and following me all morning." "Maybe she is hungry, Miffy," said Melanie. "Oh dear," said Miffy. "I didn't think of that. The snow has covered the grass and there is nothing outside for a bird to eat." Miffy felt bad. "Oh, I am silly," she said. "I should have known the bird was hungry." She ran inside and brought out the little paper bag with her lunch in it. She took out a nice piece of brown bread and spread some crumbs on top of the snow. The little bird immediately jumped over to the crumbs and ate every one of them. Then she flapped her wings and flew off. The next morning when Miffy woke up, the little bird was there again. This time, Miffy knew just what to do.
Miffy, 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 run! With her friends she's having fun. Snuffy, grunty, Boris Bear, Pop